Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today I'd like to share with you about the smear campaign and why it's the narcissist's greatest weapon. And if you want to understand a narcissistic relationship, you just have to understand these three terms: manipulation, control, and power. A narcissist is someone who will use all the tricks in the book so that they can manipulate you to meet their selfish needs. The smear campaign is one of those techniques where the narcissist will smear your name to the people around you so that you come out as the abusive one, and then they come out as the victim. They mostly do this during the discard phase of the relationship, but they may also do this during the evaluation phase of the relationship. They might do something like tell your friends or family that you are crazy and abusive, that you are sleeping around, that you are doing these habits or these behaviors, just something which is opposite of what you are doing. Just like telling lies which are not actually true about you. If you've been in this situation, you may be asking yourself, why do people fall for the narcissist lies? This is because a narcissist creates a superficial charm in the streets in such a way that those people are groomed the same way you were groomed early on in the relationship to trust what the narcissist is saying. In fact, according to Shahida Arabi, one of the reference points in this space of narcissism, a narcissist will gather a group of people called a narcissistic harem. These people are kind of people pleasers, fellow narcissists, or just empaths who will validate the opinions of the narcissist and constantly stroke their ego. These people will be the perfect fit for that smear campaign because they will believe whatever the narcissist is saying. And the icing of the cake of a smear campaign is that the narcissist will constantly provoke you so that they can get that small reaction from you. They'll call you names, they'll provoke jealousy, or just anything which will irritate you. And the moment you just react, let's say you might react by calling them something, you will never hear the end of it. They'll go and tell all those people around you of what you've done. And you might have just done it once and they've been doing it for you for 1,000 times. But the moment you just react even once, you'll never hear the end of it. And everyone around you will now believe that you are in fact abusive or crazy. And that's how the smear campaign has been successful. The smear campaign is such a cruel technique, but those are the extents in which a cruel manipulator who wears a mask in public will go to save their name and taint yours. The height of a smear campaign is during the discard phase, when the relationship is about to end, and the narcissist will reinforce this false belief that the victim, which is you now, was not even worthy to be in the relationship with the narcissist. The belief will be peddled by your support network or by the harem, and it will go something like, let me use an example of a narcissistic man and a victim who's a woman here. It will go something like, the line will go something like, how could she do something like that to this wonderful man? She doesn't deserve this good man in their life. She really belongs to the streets. That's what people will say. They will label you as the cruel one because of the success of the smear campaign, and then the narcissist as this good man who just fell for this cruel woman. Jokes on them. That's how the narcissist has won the game. And that's the height of the smear campaign. You leave the relationship as this cruel woman who did really a bad thing to this wonderful man, and the man will live unscathed. Just this good man. So, why does the smear campaign really work well for the narcissist? One is it will portray you as the abuser in the relationship and bounce back any accusation of abuse that you had voiced to your family and friends. The second one is it will provoke you into responding, which will solidify the fact that you are really insane and unstable, especially when you try to defend yourself in the eyes of the narcissist supporters. Three is it will also isolate you from your support network so that the narcissist can do as they wish, because the support network will not believe your side of the story. And the fourth one is it will clear the name and protect the false image of the narcissist so that they can have sympathy from everyone or even from their new supply, who will provide them with the open arms and shelter from the from you, the alleged abuser. And then the fifth one is the smear campaign will also hoover you back into the relationship, because you will have nowhere to run to, and no one will be believing your side of the story. So that's how the smear campaign is a successful tool. So how do you counter a smear campaign? Of course, you'll have this urge to really want to go and clear your name and argue your truth, but that will just make things hard for you. You will be shocked at the extent in which some of your close friends or even family members will be on the narc side of life. A narcissist life is mostly a game, so they really know how to hook people in and make them believe their story. And it's a game you can't win. A manipulator is skilled in manipulating people, and you're just an innocent human being who's just trying to live the life as they know it. The best thing to do is not to engage in their lies they're spreading. Do not engage in their lies, because the more you engage in those lies, the more you make those lies powerful. Because that's the whole point. The whole point is, let me lie about them so that they can react. But if you do not engage, like you just become silent, it will render those lies powerless. Distance yourself from this campaign as far as possible and live your life as if nothing is happening. Of course, it's not easy, but one thing about truth is it will always resurface. Lies can go far, but truth is eternal. When the narcissist sees that you're not reacting to it, they might add more fuel to the campaign, but there's a limit of how far they can go with this campaign. So do not engage. Just lay low, lay still, because silence is golden. It's not easy, but when you have this urge to react, write it down in your journal instead, or just call that trusted friend and talk to them about it. But whatever you do, please do not engage. Another way to counter the smear campaign is to always live your truth. This is more of a golden rule for all the manipulative techniques. Live your truth. You are the only one who knows what's going on, and even if people say ABCD, you know what's the reality of the situation. A manipulator will try to shake your sense of reality in all kinds of ways, but you have the power to just see them as plain lies and nothing more. You have the power to put off what's said about you by understanding that what other people say about you is not what's been happening, and most of the time it's just a projection of who they are. If you're comfortable with it, you can use this smear campaign as a comedy for you. Like, you can be listening to what people say and then just laugh it off at the extent in which people can go just to manipulate you. It can bring you a certain feeling of laughter and enjoyment in your life if you just use it as a form of laughter, because deep down within your foundation you know that these are just lies. So laugh it off, and do not let them stick, or do not carry it with you as a portrayal of who you are. You are not the words people say about you. You are more. Live your own truth. Another way to counter the smear campaign is to use it as a motivation on why you need to leave that person. Use it as a motivation on why you need to finally discard this person away from your life. The smear campaign for you can be a clear sign that this relationship is not savable, and the best way for me to go is to leave this person who's peddling lies about me, who's tainting my name for the sake of saving theirs. If you are still in that denial phase of the relationship, use this to finally understand that it's gone far and it's the final nail in the coffin for any hope you still had of changing that relationship. Use it and finally forge that awesome life you deserve. Who deserves to be with someone who peddles lies about them? No one. So use it as the final stepping stone and the final thing before you start moving on with life. Another way to handle the smear campaign is avoid mutual friends and common links as much as possible. Avoid those people who are siding with the narcissist and peddling lies about you. This will save you from listening to those lies every now and then. It's also a great way to sieve out the authentic friends in your life. If you have that friend who believed and sided with the narc so easily, you will now know their true colors. Avoiding these kind of enablers will also keep you away from being constantly triggered and reacting to those lies. So it's the best way for you to go is away from those mutual friends. It's a sacrifice you have to make, but that's the best thing for you in your healing time. The smear campaign is not the best place to be, and you may even have this urge to defend yourself and clear your name, and you may even feel that you're losing it. But just like any other manipulative technique, always leave your version and reality, and just simply know that you are not what other people say about you. This is, of course, easier said than done, but whatever you do, silence, living your truth, avoiding those triggering situations will help you fight a smear campaign. It is a painful experience, and you may find yourself isolated from the rest of the world, but do not fall for their games. The best way to win, the best way to win with a narcissist is not to play. Focus on yourself, take care of yourself, and keep yourself away from those manipulative gimmicks. You deserve a better life. And if you'd like to share your story with someone else, you can always find an online community, or you can always find that friend who's willing to listen. That's it for me today, guys. Until next time, feel free to share and comment.